Have you ever wondered if our universe is actually one big simulation? Today we will dive into one of the fascinating questions that has resonated throughout history and has gained even more traction in this modern era of virtual reality and artificial intelligence. Could figures like Elon Musk be right in suggesting that we live in a simulated universe? This idea challenges everything we think we know about our reality, proposing that our world could, in fact, be an elaborately digital construct created by advanced beings. We'll explore how this idea, which has its roots in ancient religious beliefs and the philosophy of René Descartes, is incredibly similar to our modern experience of virtual reality. Is it possible that the line between reality and simulation is blurring before our eyes? We will fast forward 500 years into the future, where virtual reality could be indistinguishable from our current reality, and contemplate how this changes our understanding of existence. This journey promises to be an amazing journey through a universe of questions about reality, consciousness, and the future of technology. Are you ready to question the very nature of our existence? Before we begin, like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our fascinating research. Is the entire universe a simulation? This provocative question has resonated through the ages, gaining traction in the modern era as we delve deeper into the realms of virtual reality and artificial intelligence. Prominent figures in technology, like Elon Musk, suggest that the likelihood of us living in a simulated universe is much higher than we might think. This concept challenges our understanding of reality, proposing that our world might be an intricate digital construct coded by advanced beings. The notion that our universe could be a simulation is not new. It has parallels in ancient religious beliefs where supreme beings are credited with creating the universe. Although these traditional beliefs do not explicitly mention simulations, the underlying idea is similar: a higher power shaping our reality. This brings us to the question, could our reality be an intentional deception? As we have seen in many movies in which the characters realize that they are inside a simulation and explore their world, finding flaws in their own world and trying to escape and discovering amazing things. Therefore, it is something that already resonates in our heads and makes us wonder if what we see is really real. If we could find the same thing as those characters and, like in the Matrix, take the red pill, is this what people call the awakening? And which one would you take? Leave it to us in comments. This idea was explored by René Descartes in the 17th century, who imagined a malevolent deity creating a false reality to deceive its inhabitants. His ideas evolved into the philosophical concept of brain in a vat, which suggests that if your brain were isolated and fed sensory inputs from a computer, you wouldn't be able to distinguish these simulated experiences from real ones. This concept closely mirrors the experience of modern virtual reality. In virtual reality, our senses are immersed in a digital environment, so convincing that it can evoke genuine emotions. However, we are aware that it is a temporary illusion. The virtual world does not replace our reality. But, could a virtual environment ever become indistinguishable from the real world? Some scientists argue that if the illusion were convincing enough, we wouldn't necessarily need an escape route to differentiate between reality and simulation. Imagine the fear you feel in a VR horror game. Even after removing the headset, your physiological reactions are real, even if the stimulus isn't. This blurs the line between what is real and what is simulated. Imagine advancing 500 years. Virtual reality has become seamlessly integrated into our daily lives, so much so that people might prefer simulated experiences over actual ones. In such a future, our brains might struggle to discern between real and virtual environments. We would live in a world where virtual and physical realities coexist, and the distinction between them becomes increasingly irrelevant. However, a crucial difference remains. In our current understanding of reality, we cannot simply turn off or remove ourselves from existence as we can in a virtual reality game. This raises the question, how could a simulated reality exist without our knowledge? For a simulation to be truly convincing, it must be perceptually indistinguishable from reality, completely captivating the brain. The simulation could be achieved in two ways: by separating the mind and body, with only the consciousness immersed in a false reality, or by creating both the mind and body within the simulation. This leads to the possibility that we might have been born into a simulation and, upon death, wake up in another reality. For now, the idea of living in a simulation remains a hypothesis, a captivating concept that transforms our perception of reality but lacks empirical evidence. Even if we entertain the notion that our universe is a simulated construct, it wouldn't change the fact that, for us, this is the only reality we know. We are, in essence, like characters in a story, unable to step out of our narrative into a different, real world. Simulated or not, our universe, with its complexities and wonders, is the reality we experience and understand. Continuing from the intriguing proposition of our simulated existence, let's dive deeper into this rabbit hole. While the assumptions we've discussed lay the groundwork for the simulation hypothesis, there are more layers to this mind-bending theory. The complexity of simulating a universe is immense, but with the rapid pace of technological advancement, what once seemed impossible may become feasible. If our universe is simulated, perhaps what we perceive as the laws of physics are simply parameters set by the simulator. This would mean that the speed of light, the gravitational constant, and other fundamental aspects of our universe could be arbitrary limits imposed from outside. In such a scenario, understanding the true nature of reality might be impossible, as our scientific inquiries would always be confined within the set parameters of the simulation. If conscious beings are being simulated, does it imply moral obligations for the creators? The beings inside the simulation, if truly conscious, might experience pain, joy, love, and suffering. If we are indeed in a simulation, could we ever recognize it? Perhaps there are glitches or inconsistencies that reveal the artificial nature of our universe. Finally, if we are simulated beings, does it change the meaning of our lives? Our joys, sorrows, achievements, and struggles might be part of a grand simulation, but they are real to us. The quest for meaning, purpose, and understanding might remain fundamental aspects of the human experience. The idea that we might be living in a simulation opens up a universe of questions about reality, consciousness, ethics, and the future of technological progress. Although it remains a hypothesis, it undeniably broadens our perspective on the nature of existence. Whether we are physical beings in a tangible universe or digital consciousnesses in a vast computational network, the quest to understand our reality continues to drive us forward. And what do you think? Are we living in a simulation? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming journeys through knowledge and mystery. If you liked the video, give it a like and share it with your friends.